That was the fastest 20 minutes ever. Just astonishing. So maybe I'll just cut right to the chase. It's like, what's our destiny? What's my destiny? Tell me, Greg. Why wait until Thursday or Friday? And that's a valid concern you might have, an issue, but your destiny, my destiny, our destiny is perfect and unalloyed happiness beyond all measure, to be happy, joyous, and free, to be, as the yogis say, to be immersed in Sat Chit Ananda, ever conscious, ever aware, ever new bliss. That's our destiny. So thanks for stopping in. That's all the time we have. Everything else is by way of commentary. Now, since I'm speaking of happiness as our destiny, I'm reminded that in the Declaration it says life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Not happiness per se, but we declare our independence so that for the pursuit of happiness, which really opens up a can of worms, because it's amazing what we human beings pursue in the pursuit of happiness. And this is where the trouble seems to kick in what we're pursuing to be happy. Now, the pursuit of happiness, the pursuit of it is like we're chasing it in an automobile. It seems to imply that happiness is on the outside of us. And all of us watching right now, we're way too spiritually intelligent to fall for that one. We all know that happiness is not on the outside of us, right? We're all fully convinced. We've all been through enough that we know damn well sure that happiness is not on the outside of us. But whoops, I think that it is so deeply built in to our spiritually asleep DNA to continuously think that happiness is on the outside of us. And because of that habituation, because of that chronic theme of thought, we're just always pursuing happiness as something that's on the outside of us. And guilty as charged. I'm one more bozo on the bus who just falls asleep and forgets that on the inside of us, inside of you, inside of me, inside of us, is a fountain, a wellspring of such inexhaustible, immeasurable happiness, joy, and bliss that it's absurd and preposterous to think that the pursuit of any outside destiny will be the thing that fills in the gap. And yet, this is what we're all doing, we humans on this planet. And this is why, quite frankly, almost everybody is pretty damn miserable, at least on this planet at this time. Everybody's got a long face. Everybody gets sick. Everybody's got troubles. We're all looking for happiness via shrinks and psychiatrists and weight loss pills and the next fad and the next electronic device. But I just happened to start 2 brand new books yesterday. I'm always diving into something. And 2 authors, Paramahansa Yogananda, another one of his books, and David Bentley Hart. They could not be more different, and yet they could not be more the same, in that the title of Yogananda's book is Get This, How to Be Happy All the Time. And it's like, well, you can't be happy all the time. You got to mix in some sorrow and nope, it's, boy, listening to the first 20 minutes of that book was like a baseball bat across the head of like, we have all the happiness in the world on the inside of us, and yet I am still pursuing some crazy manic pursuit to be able to do this, have that, some skill, some capacity, when I could just go right to the happiness part. Everything that we're doing, have a look for yourself. All that you're doing in your business, in your career, in your service to others, it's all to find some happiness in ourselves. And so I'm just here to remind you, to remind me, that inside of all of us, right here, right now, we have everything we need to be blissfully, joyfully, immeasurably happy right now. But it does take that internal decision that happiness is on the inside, it is not on the outside, to feel all the stress and the strain and the anguish and anxiety of trying to find it on the outside or trying to arrange things. If only I can get everything arranged just right, get all the puzzle pieces in the right order, then happiness will be the result of that. When in fact, of course, it is exactly the opposite of that. When I find my happiness on the inside, when I make the necessary internal rearrangements through my meditation, my prayer, and quite frankly, the choice to be happy and to insist upon it in every moment, then everything on the outside will then fall into place. And then, of course, we arrive at seek first the kingdom of heaven, and everything else will be added. And then we will have truly found our independence. The pursuit of happiness will be the realization that we have all that we could ever want on the inside, and that by finding it on the inside, everything else arranges on the outside. Wow, my mind is blown. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow.